Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be one of the language trainers for this hour. The topic we will be going over is eternal youth. So let me show you the material that we will be covering today. We will be talking about life expectancy in your country. We will be going over vocabulary words. We will do a reading where we will choose from those some vocabulary words. And then we will look at some vocabulary from the reading and practice that vocabulary. And depending on the group, we may or may not do a debate. And then we will do a discussion. Then we will quickly have a eternal youth vocabulary quiz. And actually, we will probably do this quiz together and then discuss these if there is anything worth discussing. So that is the plan for today. My name is Holly, and I will be the language trainer here for this during this hour. And I look forward to working with whoever is able to come. I am from Idaho, where it is 10 p.m. here in Idaho, and the weather is about freezing, somewhere around like that. Hi, Miguel. How are you? Hello, Miguel. Hello, Grace. How are you doing?
Good. How about you?
Very good. How was your day today?
Good.
Good. What did you do?
It's good. Every day is study English, just study English.
Okay. Every day you're studying English. Okay, excellent. All right. And Miguel, are you able to speak yet? Hello? So I like your Google effects. That's pretty funny. So, yeah. Miguel, are you there? Right. So Grace, where in Korea are you from?
South Korea,
I know, but where? Where in South Korea?
Seoul.
Seoul, okay. I
Yes.
lived in Anyangsi for about 9 months.
Yes.
Do you know where
Yeah.
Anyangsi?
안녕.
Yeah. Yeah. So back about 20 years ago, 1995, 1996. So, yeah. Hello, Julio. How are you?
Hello, Holly. I'm doing fine, thank you. And you?
Good. Very good, very good. So how's your weekend shaping up?
Well, my weekend pretty much just started because I work today in the morning. So
Okay.
I usually work on Saturday mornings,
Uh-huh.
and I just took the rest of the afternoon to, take a nap, and I've been continuing watching the 4400s,
Uh-huh.
and but now I now I'm trying to like study the language, the vocabulary a little bit more. So I
Mm-hmm.
downloaded the scripts, and now
Oh.
like I am checking like every word that I found like a new word. I'm checking it with the script and looking for the
Uh-huh.
vocabulary, for the definition and everything. So
Uh-huh.
now it's taking me a little bit more time because I do want to understand every single word.
Uh-huh.
And but I'm enjoying it definitely.
Yeah. Good. It's an interesting strategy because it's something you're interested in anyway, and you're running into all kinds of vocabulary too.
Yeah,
So,
I realized that I was able to understand everything out of context,
mm-hmm.
but sometimes like looking up for specific words helps
Mm-hmm.
you to see different meanings.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
you can start seeing in between the things that are in between the lines that you wouldn't otherwise see. So excellent, that's great. All right, hello David, how are you today?
Hello, Holly. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. So, how has your weekend been shaping up?
Okay, my weekend has been very busy, but yes, I am very happy to attend this class.
Okay. So very busy. Excellent. All right. Miguel, are you there? Okay, you can speak now?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
I come back. Hello, teacher.
Um, excuse me?
Hello.
Hello. Hi,
Ah,
Miguel.
you can there. Hi,
Hello.
teacher.
So
How are you?
really good. So how are you doing?
I'm fine, and nothing. I wake up early for to this lesson and
Oh.
good, happy.
Uh, yeah. So where are you
Yes.
from? Are you from Spain?
And I'm from Dominican Republic, but I live in Italy.
Oh, you live in Italy. Okay. Awesome. So is it 6 a.m. right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Well, welcome. Welcome. And my name is Holly,
Thank
and
you.
I'm actually from Idaho. And we have David from Colombia, Julio from Mexico, and then we also have Grace she's from Korea, but she's currently living in Utah. So,
Good. Hello, guys.
all right. So, all right. Um, and then we have, hi Rashid, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very good. You're up early too.
Yes.
6 a.m. Wow. So, excellent. And so, uh, Rashid, we have David from Colombia, we have Julio from Mexico, and then Miguel from Italy. He's actually from the Dominican Republic, but he lives in Italy right now. And then we have Grace here from using her Google effects, which is really cute, from Korea, but living in Utah. So excellent. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Julio, where's your picture?
Family.
Huh, interesting. You guys are blacked out. So let's go ahead and start. First of all, let's talk about this question. What is the average life expectancy in your country? So David, in Colombia, what is the average life expectancy in Colombia? Do you know?
Yes, Holly, I haven't looked, but I think must be maybe for men like 60 or 70, and for women a little bit more.
Uh-huh.
I
Okay.
guess. I'm not really sure, but I suppose.
Okay. So I know in the States we have it usually 8 years difference between men and women.
Right.
Women live longer for some reason.
Yes.
Okay, so your guess is anywhere from 6.
Teacher, you're muted.
Holly?
She's gone.
Oh,
No, sometimes
I
it's.
see.
No, I'm not gone.
I'm not gone. Where
I'm
are
not
you?
gone.
I can see you. All right.
You very.
Julio, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Very dark.
Yeah. So, what is what is the average life expectancy in Mexico?
I'm not really sure, but I think that for men is 70 something, 73, 74.
Uh-huh.
And for women, like 78. But we haven't reached 80 yet.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And Miguel, how about in the Dominican Republic? Do you have any idea what the life expectancy would be?
Yes, in Dominican Republic, expectancy life for the man is 75 years,
Mm-hmm.
and with the women, I think it's 79 to 80.
79 to 80.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's only about 4 to 5 years between the men and the women. Okay. And Rashid, how about you? What about the Netherlands? Do you know?
Yeah. I think there's a little bit difference between the man and the woman. I think the men are 7, 8 years approximately, and the woman I thought 81 or 82.
Okay. Yeah,
4
and
or 3 years more. Yes.
yeah, okay. Not as it used to be 8 years, but I don't think it's that much anymore. So, right. And Grace, how about in Korea? What is the average life expectancy in Korea?
Nowadays, Korea is average life expectancy is very higher. Is Korean, is Japanese, is very old. Many have is older man, woman is 90 and sometimes 100.
Really?
Yes.
That's the average?
Yes, Korea food is very important. Is health food. Many eat fast food. Average is 89 and sometimes 100 years. Yes, very high.
Wow.
And Korean is Japanese.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. In the U.S., it is 76 for men and 82 for women. 81 or 82 for women. So that's the average. So I think has it raised in all of your countries in the last few years?
Yeah, I think the difference between men and women are not so not so much as in the past, I think. I think that women also have women have also more stress and work like the men.
Yeah.
And in the past, I think, maybe, I don't know, maybe that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, are there countries where the average life expectancy is still very low? Do you guys know? Anybody?
Yeah, I think in the African countries like Ethiopia, Eritrea, and that kind of.
Those kind of countries.
Yes, in Africa, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think at one time it was 40, 50, and 60 for a lot of countries, and 65 was quite old. So I just went to the mountains today with my family, and my mom's husband, who was 79 years old, was tubing down the hill with everyone else. You know, he was having the time of his life, just like all the kids. So he's 79. Yeah. So, all right. So let's match the word or phrase with the correct meaning. So we have eternal, dismiss, regenerate, estimate, inevitable, indefinite, and to extend. Okay, so the definitions for these words are no fixed end, make longer, to guess, say something is not important, forever, make again, and certain to happen, cannot be stopped. Okay, so David, can you start, and can you choose one of these words and choose the definition?
Yes, Holly, sure. Eternal adjective, I think, is something that is forever.
Indefinite?
No, eternal.
Okay.
Yes, eternal.
Okay, eternal. Eternal, yes. Eternal is forever.
Forever.
And do you guys notice a mistake that they made?
Yeah, it's one word.
Yeah, forever is one word. Yeah.
Yes.
I need to go to the place where I got this and let them know. So, Julio, can you choose a word?
Sure. Dismiss. Um. mm, 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 mm. Oh, that was I know where it is, but definition is looks kind of vague. Um. Oh, no fix it in. No make longer. No guess. No say something's not important. I guess.
Yeah. And dismiss is to say something is not important. If you dismiss something, you say, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's not that important." And another definition of to dismiss would be to, like when we end this class, or when you end a class in school, the teacher dismisses everybody and says, "Okay, we're done. You can leave." Anytime you tell somebody that they can leave, you are dismissing them. That's another definition. So, Miguel, can you choose a word?
Regenerative. Verb.
Regenerate. Mm-hmm.
Regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
Make again.
Make again, yes. To regenerate is to make again.
Estimate.
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 Okay. And Rashid, could you choose a word?
Estimate.
Okay.
I think a guess.
Yeah. To estimate is to guess. Okay. And Grace, can you choose a word?
Inevitable.
Inevitable.
Inevitable is no fixed end?
No.
No?
No. Inevitable is something different.
Something different? Is something to happen cannot be stopped?
Exactly.
Yes.
For example, we are born and then we grow old. That growing old is inevitable.
Yes.
We cannot stop it. It was so weird today hearing this little girl talk about my brother, and she was talking about her grandfather, and it was my brother. And I'm like, wait a minute. So it's like, yeah, he's only 5 years older. He's not even 5 years older than me. So.
Same thing.
Yeah. So, David, can you choose a word?
Sure. Indefinite. Indefinite is no fixed end.
Yes, no fixed end. Oops. Okay, and then, of course, to extend would be to make longer.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this is not letting me write. So it's to extend. Okay. All right, let's practice some of these words. Yulia, when was the last time you had to, you dismissed something that someone said? Yulia, are you there?
Sorry, I was
Oh, no
muted.
worries.
Okay.
No worries.
Where I work, there is this co-worker who's always complaining about everything.
Mm-hmm.
He has this negative vibe, you know. Every situation is bad for him, and I pretty much try to dismiss his comments
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want them to bring me down, and I try to keep it positive all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that would be That will be an example of something I try to dismiss negative comments from people.
Yeah, that is a great example of dismissing what this particular person says because of his negativity. Excellent, thank you. All right, Miguel. What is something that is inevitable for every person?
It's inevitable for anyone. Is death.
Death.
Is inevitable. Death, yes.
Okay. Death. Okay, death is inevitable. Okay. Excellent, thank you.
It's not good to say, but it's here.
Yeah, and I mean, people don't like to think about it, but it is inevitable. So it is very much true. So, and now, Rashid, are you committed to any type of a club or a group that you will work with for an indefinite period of time?
No, I haven't such a group.
Okay.
No.
Not in anything. No gym or anything.
No.
Okay. All right. Grace. Let's see. When was the last time you extended a subscription? Maybe for something you have rented or anything. Have you ever extended anything?
I extend is my healthy is extend my healthy, so is I'm very life is very longer.
Okay.
Yes.
You have extended your health?
Yes, I exercise, yoga, food it is very healthy food, is healthy drug.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. All right. And David, in the video games that you play, is there anything that it gets regenerated very often?
Oh yeah, sure. For example, if you play a zombie game, the zombies most of the time regenerate, or maybe when you lose like your life, there are some characters that has the ability to regenerate their health or their injuries. So it's a nice ability.
I need to try some of those video games, but I'm scared that I'll get hooked and I'll really like them. so I have stayed away from them. So, all right, let's go ahead. What we're going to do is we're going to read the following text and fill in the spaces using a word from the box below. I will write the words in capital letters in the Verbling chat. We've got ghastly, an accountant, marriage, and 1,000. So does everybody know what ghastly means?
No.
No, I don't know.
Scary?
I think it means terrible, like
Yes.
in really poor shape.
Yes.
And it's like Britain expression, like British expression.
It is. Yeah, and it's, or I think of the word awful is what I think of when I think of ghastly, something awful. All right, let's go ahead and read through this. Now, Grace, could you read the first paragraph?
Throughout history, there have been stories of mankind such for internal use. Most people would probably dismiss these trees as being myths. However, there are scientists who say with confidence that there are people alive today who will live for thousands of years or longer. No.
Okay, so throughout, the first word is we say throughout.
Throughout.
Good, throughout. Okay, yeah, so people alive today who live for 1,000 years or longer, I don't know if is that true?
I don't think so.
That's interesting. David, can you read the next paragraph?
Yeah, sure. It is said that scientific breakthroughs will soon allow the body to regenerate cells indefinitely. The end would only come if there were a fatal accident. By calculating the chains of this kind of happening, it is estimated that men would live on average to sorry, I forget the words.
It's in the Verbling chat, if you can see.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, that man will live on average to 1,000 years or so.
I want to know how. Okay. I have a hard time with this idea. All right, Rashid, could you read the next one?
Yes. Does this mean that we will live for years in pain or with various
Cancer.
I think ghastly.
Yes. Yeah, ghastly.
Ghastly illnesses which are associated with old age? Apparently not. Diseases such as Alzheimer's or cancer are not inevitable, scientists insist.
Okay, thank you. And Julio, could you read the next one?
The prospect of virtual immortality raises many issues, both moral and practical. Are scientists playing God? Do we have the right to allow people to live indefinitely? While some commenters are horrified at the prospect, others argue that there is little difference between extending someone's life and saving it.
Okay, so commentators.
Commentators.
Yeah.
Commentators.
Yes. All right, and Miguel, could you read the next one?
An indefinite lifespan also leads to more practical problems. What would one actually do for 1,000 years? Is it possible to work in one field for all that time? Would someone want to be managed teacher or doctor for a millennium? The family structure may also come under pressure. Would the account be able to continue forever?
Yeah. Oh, would marriages be able to continue forever?
Marriages.
Would marriage be able to continue forever? Okay, so if scientists are successful in dramatically extending life, it is clear that society will need to change fundamentally. It may be the case that within a few years we will be offered the choice of letting nature take its course or accepting treatment to prolong life indefinitely. So, are there any words or phrases in here that you guys do not know, first of all?
In the paragraph 10, after roughly, what weirdness?
After what?
Illness.
Illness?
What does illness mean?
Okay, illness, actually, another word for illness is a sickness. So illness equals sickness. So so if you have the flu, you are ill. To be ill equals to be sick.
I have a question. I was checking on that paragraph that I was reading, and I noticed that I mispronounced that verb when it says I said rises, and it was actually races. So I always get confused with those two because for me they have very similar meaning.
Oh, really? I didn't hear it. Immortality raises many issues. You may have said rises. I didn't notice that.
I guess in context, I mean they would both would work in that
Immortality
sentence.
rises many issues. Raises many issues. No, in context, it raises is the right word. I did not notice you mispronounce it.
So what is the main difference between one and the other?
If to raise goes with issues, first of all. To raise an issue means to say an issue, but if something rises, it moves up. So rise usually is a verb. I mean, a verb to move, and it's a physical one. So water rises. But you raise an issue, people are raised from the dead, or something like that. So raise is more figuratively, where rise is more on the physical end.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't notice that you pronounced it wrong.
So somebody explained that to me, and I don't know if that was correct. So he told me that when something, well, one of those is when something moves upwards by itself, and the other is when something is moving that thing upwards. I don't remember which one was it.
Yeah, and that doesn't it's right. When it comes to
It's like rises, like the sun rises, right? Not
yeah,
raises.
the
But
sun
you raise,
rises.
but you raise your hand.
Water rises, but you
But
raise your hand. People are raised from the dead. We raise issues. I've personally never thought about the difference between to rise and to raise. I'm going to have to think a little bit more about it for the next time somebody comes up asks me. I'm sorry.
no, I get it.
Yeah. But yeah, because there's a lot of different ways you use it, but I've never thought about really what the difference is. And that what that person said, that sounds kind of right, but you raise your hand and the sun rises. The sun needs help, so does your hand. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at it a little bit more. But good question. Any other words or phrases?
Just hold it, please. Lifespan. What is the meaning?
Lifespan is how long a person lives. So if you're right now, the average lifespan or life expectancy for most people in the world is 80 years. So that's their lifespan. But if a person dies when they are 40, that is their lifespan.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So in indefinite lifespan, that would be living forever. Okay. Let's look at these comprehension questions. How long will people be able to live for, according to this article?
Forever.
Yeah, for forever or 1,000 years, which it would be about the same. So. Whoa, wow, that's weird. Okay. Why will people die, according to this article? Does anybody remember?
for an accident or external causes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But not because of illness. What moral or practical issues are raised by the possibility of a longer lifespan? Does anybody know?
Questions relative to the God.
Mm-hmm. So playing God? Uh-huh.
Yes, is covered or not covered people life indefinitely.
Mm-hmm.
The difference to extending the life or saving someone.
Mm-hmm. And about jobs and marriage.
Yeah,
Do they
it's
last?
important.
And
Yeah.
what do you do? Free time? So I know a lot of people would want to live forever. How about you, David? Would you want your life expectancy or your lifespan to increase beyond the 80 to 100 years that we have now?
The question was for me, sorry?
Yeah, for David.
Oh, yes. So if I want to extend my life to 100 years?
Yeah, would you want to extend your life even longer than what we have now, which is between 80 and 100 years?
No, I don't think so. No, I would like to live maybe until maybe 70, because when you are too old, you can do nothing, or well, there are a lot of things that you can do by yourself, and you became like a person that is a problem for others, and also you can apply for a job. There are a lot of limits because you are not younger. So I will, if I live, I would like to live, but with maybe my whole capacity. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right. And Julio, how about you? Would you want to live beyond the average life expectancy that we have right now?
Well, on the one hand, you will be able to experience a lot of things that you are not able to do because of the short lifespan that we have. For example, learning many languages,
Mm-hmm.
traveling and experiencing different cultures, and also studying
Mm-hmm.
and practicing different majors and having different careers. Maybe you can be a doctor for 30 years, and the next 30 years you could be I don't know, a lawyer or a scientist.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
on the other hand, I think there is a reason why we are not allowed by nature to live indefinitely. And I'm not sure why, but nature is very wise, and I
Mm-hmm.
really don't want to be there to find out what will happen if we mess with nature.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if our brain could handle all the memories, and when you even though I think that regenerating your cells will keep you healthy, like
Mm-hmm.
you will look like in your 40s or your 30s or something like that. But the way that the brain takes in all the memories and regrets, and I don't know if we will lose our sanity
Mm-hmm.
if we will live for such a long period of time.
Yeah, I think some people would, but it just depends. Yeah. Yeah. Miguel, how about you? Would you want to live a long period of time?
Oh yes. I think 100 years.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
yeah, 99 years.
You'd like to live where?
Yes, because during the life I will spend a lot of time in the work, working in other activities. Maybe if you love your life, you can recuperate this kind and you maybe the people can have a more free time.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. So you would have more time to do things that you want to do, like Julio said. Learn more languages. So you'd have plenty of time. Rashid, how about you? Would you want to live a long period of time?
I think I think it depends. It depends on my health.
Mhm.
If I have a good health, then yeah, then I have no problem with it. So I can do a lot of experiences.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I think there are also practical problems if everyone will live forever, because I think the capacity of the Earth. Yeah, there are kind of researchers who said that the maximum who can live on the Earth is between 8 and 10 million billion. I thought billion people.
Mhm.
So there are also practical problems and maybe that's one of the reasons but I don't know, that
Yeah.
our life is not for forever. I think.
Mhm. Yeah.
But but if I have a bad health, then no, then there is no, then I would not have then I would not have, or sorry, I will not live forever.
Mhm. All right. Thank you. All right. Grace, how about you? Would you want to live 1,000 years or 500 years?
Mm, you think is you maybe left, but is I think is my life is and God. Choice is God. Choice is God. My average age is 18 day die.
Mhm.
Is I'm okay.
Okay.
Yes, I'm Christian. Is all
Mhm.
my life is choice is God.
Mhm.
Yes,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. All right.
But I
Thank you.
think, but I think, but I think also an important thing is the religion. I think that some people think that they are live forever in other world, but
Mhm.
I think we don't mention that.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I mean, one thing I was thinking actually when Julio was talking is how if you depending on what religion a person is, if like a lot of scripture said that back in the beginning of the world, people lived for 1,000 years, or 1,500 years, or 800 years, or 900 years, and stuff like that. So, and and then slowly the life expectancy went down. So, depending on whether people believe that or not. So, Yulo, you said on the chat 100 grand. Do you mean 100 grand a year, as in money?
Yeah, some money.
I would love that. Can you work that out for me?
Well, I mean, like thinking about everything here is related to money.
Uh,
How much will it cost you to live 1 year? How?
it
Uh,
probably would cost a
yeah.
lot.
So, would
Yeah.
you pay it? Is it reasonable? That
Mhm.
price? So
Mhm.
I guess only the rich will be able to pay for it. Also, there's something interesting, like having a short lifespan kind of give us a sense of urgency in
Mhm.
life. So there is a point when you say, "Oh my God, I'm 40 and I haven't done anything important in my life."
Mhm.
So if we get to a point where you can live indefinitely, I think we'll be procrastinating a lot.
Yeah, it's like my brother actually did that when my sister got married. She was 36 and he was 38, And he went, "Oh my God, my baby sister got married and I have no career, no wife, no children." And so he went out and he got within 2 years he was married, and because of her what is it? Because of her influence, he has a very good career now, and has got another degree, and is working on his master's degree and doing really well. But it took him to realize, I'm almost 40 and I haven't done anything. So, and I think that does happen to people. So I think you're right. But all right. Let's go look at this collocation check number 1. Let's match the two halves of these collocations. So we have scientific, dismiss story, a fatal, raise, play, come, let nature. And then we have accident, take its course, as a myth, under pressure, God, breakthroughs, and issues. So David, could you match one of these?
Yes, scientific, scientific. I think scientific breakthroughs.
Breakthroughs. Breakthroughs, yes.
Breakthroughs.
Okay, breakthroughs, yes. Okay. And Helio, can you choose one?
Fatal. That will be fatal action.
Yes, a fatal accident. Yeah. Okay, and then Miguel, can you choose the next one? Or anyone?
Play as a myth.
Play.
I don't know. Yeah, sure. I select another word.
Okay.
Let nature with God.
Let nature God. How about this one?
Yeah.
We play God. Play God.
Oh.
Okay. All right, and Rashid, can you choose one?
Yes. Let nature take its course. Takes its course.
Let nature take its course. Take its course. Okay, and then Grace, can you choose one?
Life is under pressure.
No, it's really come under pressure. To come under pressure.
Come under pressure.
Yeah. Okay, and David, can you choose one?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Okay, no problem. Raise. I think it's raise issues.
Raise issues, yes.
Yes.
Okay, and then of course, dismiss story would be
As a myth.
Dismiss story as a myth.
Mm-hmm.
As a myth. Okay, all right. So David, can you think of any scientific breakthroughs that has happened during your lifetime that you think is really good for our society?
Okay, let me think. Well, I think all about scientific advance in medicine. I think the scientific breakthroughs are the best one for the human race and for the society
Mm-hmm.
because like we are talking about extending life and everything related to that, I think the medicine give us the opportunity to extend a little bit our lives and uh, cure some illness and health problems what, that we had.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
think is that are the best one.
Mm-hmm. So medicines that have been able to increase our lifespan. Excellent. Excellent. All right. So, Julio, have you ever dismissed, what type of stories have you dismissed as a myth? Is there anything that you dismissed as a myth?
Sure. I think that believing that the World Trade Center went down because of or due to the collision of those two airplanes, that's just far-fetched. Is just a myth. I do
Mm-hmm.
believe that it was a controlled demolition that that caused them to go down like that. I mean, it was just impossible to for the fire burning and melting the steel of the
Mm-hmm.
twin towers to cause them to fall down in that speed. I mean, it was just too fast to believe it. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, that is something that I just dismiss as a myth.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You believe in the in the theory that it was caused by other people, not just the planes.
No, I don't believe in conspiracy theories. I believe in
Mm-hmm.
facts, and it is a fact that for a building to fall down with no resistance, I mean that means that there's nothing under that building, so all the resistance has to be taken away, and that can only happen with a controlled demolition.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know who did it, so I just pretty sure that
Yeah.
it was not the airplanes.
Uh-huh. Okay. Thank you. Excellent. Um, Miguel, can you think of a fatal accident that has happened during our lifetime that was surprising to you?
Fatal accident, I say in Paris today, 2 or 3 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
the terrorist attack and the journalist that 12 people dead, and the day ago another terrorist that another 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fatal accident for the world, for the Europe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, thank you. Rashid, how about are there any issues that get raised? Say, for example, any issues that get raised when your family gets together for dinner or anything that you guys
Mhm.
discussed?
Mm, Yeah, sometimes, but it's also opinions when we have a discussion, and
Mm-hmm.
especially with my brother,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes he has other opinion about some subjects, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if that's really issues or that they are only yeah, some discussion points. I don't know. Not really issues, but if I have in most of the times I have an other opinion than my brother. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yeah.
if that are issues, but there are discussion points. I think
Mm-hmm.
when I sitting with
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you instead of other, we would say another
him.
opinion.
Another opinion.
Another opinion, or maybe an opposite opinion, or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. And Grace,
Yes.
have you ever seen someone try to play God?
Say again. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Have you ever seen anyone try to play God?
Play God.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I'm Christianist every day. Is play God is so my daughter and my parents is longer life is
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yeah. You see people try to do that too.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
May I question please? Is under pressure means is I don't know.
Okay. To come under pressure is to come under pressure actually is to be stressed.
Depressed?
Stressed. If you come under pressure, you worry.
Oh.
So some people come under pressure because they feel they need to improve their English very, very quickly, and so they put themselves under pressure.
Why
So
coming under pressure is matching? Comes mean it's come in me and body's under pressure. Why me matching?
well, because say for example, it's a phrase. It's like an idiom.
Yes.
To come under pressure. So it isn't. If you put these together, it means to be stressed.
Put together. I'm sorry. Yes, I understand. I understand.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right. And Yulia said because English. The answer is because English is crazy. Yulia, I need to do that. There's an English exercise I used to do with my students in Finland called the reasons the English language is difficult to learn.
Yes.
And it has it basically has it's a pronunciation and vocabulary lesson, and you go over all these sentences, and they're really jokes, but it really shows why the English language is difficult to learn. So I should do that one day.
Yes.
So.
I confused.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm actually quite intrigued what you have explained, Julio, about the World Trade Center. I saw part of a documentary soon after it happened, but it was blaming the Bush administration about it, and I had a hard time with that one. So it was basically saying that President Bush's family all kind of did this. So.
Well, I really don't know politics. I don't know what was behind that, but I know that, I mean, my dad, he worked in demolition for more than 30 years. And when he saw the video, he was like watching TV. He was actually in Brazil when that happened, and he wasn't aware of the event. So I sent him the video, and he said like, "Wow, why are they tearing them down? They were like really nice towers." And I said like, "No, actually they say that it's a plane that crashed in the towers, and that and he said like, come on, I mean, is that like a joke?" Yeah, and when he came to Mexico again, we watched the video again, and I mean, he was completely sure that it was a controlled demolition. It was a fact. So I don't know what went down there. I mean, what were the reasons? But definitely that's a fact. And I mean, the thing that you guys, I mean, the United States, you can talk about it like freely, like when you say that it was turned down. People think that you are a conspiracy theorist and that you are not a patriot and you are even a terrorist. That's sad for such for a country that embraces freedom, like you flaunt to do, right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it much since way back then. But I have to get to the next class. I want to thank you all for coming, and I hope you guys learned some new vocabulary and pronunciations. And I'll see you again. And I'd love to talk some more about that one with you. I'll see you guys later.
Bye,
Bye.
Holly.
Bye bye, bye guys.
Bye, Holly.
Bye.
Thank you.